Hello, everyone. I'm Randy Sparagi previewing the great games you can see on the MLB on Fox this weekend. I'm joined by FoxSports.com baseball analyst Kevin Kennedy and Skip. The Mets and Braves square off in Atlanta, and the Braves have struggled at the plate, hitting just .235 as a team. What's up with the Bravos?
Well, you know, they've got one key guy that has to step up, and I just talked to Dan Uggla the other day, and he's feeling the pressure a little bit. He wants to do well. He does have a couple of home runs, but he's hitting under 200 right now, and that's the big right-handed bat that they need in the middle of that lineup. That's one thing. And the other one that Freddie Gonzalez has given more responsibility to and really needs a lot from, and hitting in the two spot especially, is Nate McLouth. They want to see more of the Nate McLouth that they saw when he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates when they first acquired him. They feel like that's going to come. So those are two guys you could point to. You know, Heyward's doing a decent job. He's got a few home runs, hitting 250, but they got 3 or 4 or 5 guys in that lineup hitting below 200 right now. They will come together. I think it's a pretty good hitting team, especially with the right-handed presence of Dan Uggla. Brian McCann's doing the job. Chipper Jones is the good news. That's the positive side. And then, of course, Martin Prado is really coming into his own as a player. I think he's going to get more recognition on a national scale. But I think before it's all said and done, they'll be fine. They've got great pitching. They got a super bullpen. Don't worry about Atlanta.
Another Fox game has the Angels battling the White Sox in Chicago. The Halos have the second-best team ERA in baseball. What's impressed you the most about their pitching staff?
Well, I think the two key starters at the top, you got ace 1A and 1B, and I'm talking about Jared Weaver, who really came into his own last year. Already he's off to a great start in 2011, and then followed by Danny Herron, who just is coming off a complete game, beautiful victory against the hot-hitting Cleveland Indian Ball Club that came into Anaheim. Those two guys have led the way. That is very, very big. And then behind that, of course, you got Irvin Santana, and you know, hopefully Pinheiro gets back to 100%. They'll be in pretty good shape. I like the bullpen, too, as far as their pitching goes. Rodney, after losing his closing job, has done a pretty good job, come back and pitched well with a couple of saves. They got big arms down there that Mike Scioscia told me in the winter meetings. He said, listen, we don't need to go get Rafael Soriano. We've got great arms down there. Some of these guys are going to step up. I'm talking about Jordan Walden, who can hit 101, 102 with his fastball. They've got Bulger. They've got Jepson. They've got a lot of big arms down there. Michael Kahn. I mean, they've got good arms down there, and a couple of key lefties, especially now that Scott Downs is back. That's going to help. So I love their pitching overall. I think they're going to compete very heavily in the American League West.
Also on Fox, Tampa Bay hosts Minnesota. The Rays have gotten off to a slow start, but luckily for them, no team in the AL East has caught fire as yet, so that's got to give the Rays some hope, right?
You would think so. I mean, coming off a nice series in Boston where they won a couple of games, that was big, no question about that. I mean, they're not hitting right now. Right now, as we speak, they're at the bottom in on-base percentage. They're at the bottom in batting average. They lost Evan Longoria early in the year after an 0 for 5 start for Evan. I mean, he's on the DL for a few weeks with the oblique strain. Manny Ramirez is gone now. What it has done, though, is give Sam Fuld an opportunity to step up and get it and play left field, and he has done a great job so far, stealing bases, showing his great defensive skills in the outfield. He may be leading off for a long time here, so somebody else's misfortune is another guy's opportunity. He has taken that, but some of the guys have to step up. Dan Johnson's getting an opportunity to play full time again, and so far it really hasn't happened for him. Johnny Damon's been swinging the bat better as of late. So, you know, offensively, they're going to be better than what they are. I just think they lost probably too much to be a contender in the American League East this year, especially offensively. The bullpen's been better than people projected. They lost everybody down there as well. I do think the starting rotation 1 through 5 should be solid, even though Neiman has gotten off to a real rough start here. Saturday, that's a big start for him. But I think they lost too much to be a contender, even for the wild card this year in the American League East, to be honest with you.
All right, Skip, thanks for being with us. And you can catch the MLB on Fox beginning at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on your local Fox affiliate. For the skipper, Kevin Kennedy, I'm Randy Sparagi. Thanks for looking in.
America's pastime is on Fox. NL East rivals clash as David Wright and the Mets battle Jason Heyward and the Braves. Fox Saturday Baseball presented by Budweiser. This week, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific.